Hello, my name is Shakila, and this is my story. When I was 10 years old, I was molested, not by one, but two people. And little did I know it would change my life forever. Being molested repeatedly at the age of 10, being in the fifth grade, was something that I thought, honestly, by one person, it was a game. So we continued to play this game. But that wouldn't last long until I was taken advantage of by another person. So yes. So when people think that it can't happen to them, trust me, it can. I was looking for love in all the wrong places. So over the past 2 years, fast forward later, I ended up getting pregnant at the age of 12. Yes, you guys, 12. And had a baby at the age of 13. Who would have knew? I didn't know. Not at all. Didn't have a clue. Didn't even know I was pregnant. I found out when I was 5 months, 19 weeks at the time. I was playing volleyball at the middle school, everything. Then my life would just flash before my eyes. Now, not only am I a teenage mom, but I'm 13 with a baby, and I'm a baby myself. Who would have knew? Not me. As I sat in class, I kept saying, hey, that'll never be me. Girls came from Saisis. I'm saying to myself, like, psh, man, please, that ain't gonna be me. You girls don't know what they're talking about. But little behold, that was me. The same year they showed up was the same year I ended up at the same exact school. Not listening, being hard-headed, not paying attention, and looking for love. That void that I wanted to fill that was not in my life was something that I lingered, something that I wanted so desperately in my life. And I wasn't able to get that. So yes, I went looking for love in all the wrong places. Graduated at the age of 17. Only black girl with honors, 3.5. That's all good. Went off to college. Did prereqs. Did a couple courses. Got all the way to, let's see, I won't say what. You need 60 credits to graduate. I had 57. And guess what? I stopped going. Because at that time, I was just like, okay, that's fine. Didn't really pay it any attention on how important my education was. Even though I graduated with scholarships and everything to pay, 4 years paid for everything. But I still didn't take it seriously. So as I got out of school, I became pregnant again at the age of 18. So now I am 18 with 2 kids. Yes, 18. 2 kids at the time. Working, making $6.50 an hour back then. And that was in 2003. Maybe it was $7.50, $8, whatever it was. I just happened to manage to take care of my children. But then the thing is, I bounced from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship because I was looking for love. I still did not find what I was lingering and looking for, which was love. The one important factor that I felt as a child growing up, I did not have. Yeah, being bought toys and giving money and all that stuff. Okay, that's one type of love. That's buying someone's love. But to have that physical touch of love, knowing that someone says that they love you and really mean it, was what I was looking for. But I couldn't seem to find it. As I got older, I find myself being depressed, suicidal, and even I wind up in a domestic violence relationship. Me, a domestic violence survivor. Yes, I was. And at the time, this was not a game or joke. I was with this person whom I thought that he loved me. I love him. We're going to be together forever. But that love wasn't anything but lust. And a lot of us get that mixed up between lust and love. They both feel the same, but they're not. One thing I find out as I got older was you have to learn how to love yourself first before you can start loving anybody else. And that is a true known factor, you guys. So as I stand here in front of you today and letting you know just small pieces of my story, my domestic violence case was nothing to play with. Growing up in the household, seeing domestic violence, and I vowed and made a promise to myself, I'm not going to be that chick. A man put their hands on me, you know how we do. But as soon as he hit me, I was a fool. I stayed. Why did I stay? What in my mind was wrong with me? And what is wrong with a lot of women in this world? We think it's love. I knew it was wrong, but I stayed anyway. I could never ever answer that question at the time. Why did you stay? I just had no idea why I did. I just did. I didn't have an answer. I had a busted lip where the top of my lip, the meat was hanging down, blood coming out my mouth. I had black eyes, couldn't even see out my eyes. I remember back in 2008, it was Father's Day weekend. I got beat so tremendously bad in his hometown in another part of Florida that my cell phone was broke. My camera that I just had bought, brand new digital camera, he smashed it on the back street. I remember being slapped in the face so quick, I did not know what had happened to me. Like, it was like, bam! It's like lightning struck, and I didn't even see it coming. I was being jumped on in front of his friends, his family, and guess what? Nobody helped. So imagine feeling helpless, hopeless, defenseless, and you out here in the middle of nowhere, and you have no idea where you're at. You can't get to a phone because your phone is broke. He smashed it. And then you have to walk into a store to get some witch hazel and some Epsom salt to keep the swelling down. Imagine that. Talk about humility. I've been humiliated a lot of times in my life that people do not know about. But you know what? This is my story, and I am unapologetic about telling it. I am going to tell it until I reach someone out there in the world to know that whatever you are going through, it is not okay. It is not. You will get through what it is that you are going through, but you yourself, you have to want some type of help. And you have to want to get out and never, ever, ever, ever return back to your situation that you were in and put yourself through that again. Being beat, I'm not talking about no 1, 2, hit a quitter punches. I'm talking about some bam, bam, bam. Them type. Brain contusions, neck brace on, x-rays done, MRIs done, humiliated at the hospital. Can't even tell my story to the nurses because I'm so embarrassed. But at the time, one of my good friends, he took me to the hospital. And it was even embarrassing telling him what went on. Because how could I be so stupid being that person? He didn't think I was that person, but I had become that person, the one who Never said, if he do this, I'm going to do that. No. And it was all because he accused me of sleeping with one of his friends. Yeah. So it goes to show you that everybody has different walks in life. Everybody has different stories in life. No one story is the same. It's similar, but it's never ever the same, because you don't know the pain that they endured. You don't know how they're feeling at this moment. You're not even, 100% sure if they're over the fact of what happened to them or not. It has been many, 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 many nights I have sat down and I have bawled my eyes out too. I couldn't even recognize my face. My eyes bloodshot red. Snot coming out my nose. My face so puffy and swole up that I'm not talking on the phone. I'm not even opening up the door. I didn't even want my kids to see me. I was so down in my moments, and it created so much depression, and it created suicidal thoughts in my mind that I always was taken back to my childhood, of my innocence being taken away from me. And what did I do to deserve this? Why can't somebody love me for me? Taken back to those moments, those places. See, when people look at me, oh, she fine, she pretty, oh, she cute. Oh, I want to get with her. And I tell people, this ain't what you want. Straight up, real talk. This, just because I look like this, does not mean that I don't come with issues. And neither does other women who look similar to me. No matter what your race, whatever color you are, it doesn't matter. Nobody knows until they walk a mile in your shoes. But they're not willing to do that. My deepest, darkest moments, having the enemy come in my ear tell me, go ahead, slit your wrist, take them pills, go drive, do this, do that. They ain't gonna miss you. Do it, do it, do it. And a lot of people think that Satan is not real. Come again. Because he talked to your girl all the time. But I know better now than to listen to him. But back then, he was on me hard. And he likes to get you at your weakest and lowest moments in your life. When you just want to throw the towel in. When you feel like you want to give up and just say, F the world. I don't want to no longer be here. Those moments where it's so dark you can't see no light. You don't want to see the light. The light could be at the end of the tunnel, and I promise you, you still won't be worried about the light, because all you worried about is no longer existing. And I always ask myself this question: where would the world be without me? Will I just be another face? Or will I just be non-existent? Oh, she was here one day, now she gone the next. What we gonna do now? Who knows? But you know what? While I'm still here and I'm still standing, no matter what the enemy tried to do to me, no matter when he tried to take me out, I know just last week and all the last years and a couple years back, he been in his little corner. He just been dancing like, yeah, I got her. Yeah, I got her. But little do he know, I came back 10 times stronger than what I was. And then I multiplied that by another 10 and another 10 and another 10. So now I'm not just 10, I'm 100, I'm 1,000, I'm 10,000 times stronger. Because you know what? Everything that you endure and go through in life, I promise you, it's a test. And it's only about seeing if you can endure to the end. It does not matter what it is looking like. Don't focus on what it looks like. Focus on getting to the finish line and getting up out of there. Believe me when I say this is just a small portion of my story. Very, very small. But you know what? Look at me. I'm telling it. I'm here and I'm unapologetic about it. I know that I'm not the only one who is out here in the world that is going through something. I know I'm not the only one out here in the world that's been suicidal, have a mental illness, that's been depressed, that's been stressed, who's been bullied, who does not know if they coming or going. The one who has been molested, all that, sexually abused, man, come on. I know I'm not the only person out here. I'm quite sure you, wherever. A lot of people know some people who have been through something similar to my situation. But you know what people do? They want you to sweep it underneath the rug. Shh. Keep it in the family. Don't talk about it. Well, you know what? I'm here to encourage you and let you know and tell you. Talk about it. That's how your healing comes. This is how you help other people. There has been a lot of people whom I've been in contact with who the Lord has been sending to me. Which is very odd because I don't know these people from Adam and Eve. And they've been opening up about their story. It's time for a healing. Stop trying to brush stuff underneath the rug because you feel embarrassed. It's not your fault. Just like it wasn't my fault. I didn't ask for none of this. But you know what? At the end of the day, I got to go through what I'm going through so that I could be able to help somebody because there's a lot of lost souls out here in the world. And believe me, I am going to be that voice for the voiceless. The ones who do not know how to tell their story. The ones who want to remain silent and that are worried about what everybody else got to say. But you know what? I'm here to let you know and tell you, don't focus on what everybody else gonna say about you. You focus on you. You need to be healed because they didn't go through what you went through. They don't know how you felt. They don't know how you didn't want to live anymore. They did not know. They could only fabricate and assume. And you know what they say about assume. You make a out of okay. So with that being said, I want you guys to stay encouraged and be motivated and do whatever is necessary. If you know someone who is going through, be able to find some resources for them to give them their help. They got a bunch of hotlines and internet sites, everything that can help you. I've been there. I've been on medication that helped me get a stable mind because of all the turmoil and everything that went on in my life. People don't even know the half of what went on. They still don't know. And it's up to me to tell them. But you know what? In due time, all of the truth will come out. My name is Shakila, and I am unapologetic. And that was a part of my story. Have a good day, you guys. Stay blessed and keep God first. Scoot the enemy behind you. You feel him coming, you tell him get back. That's where he belongs, behind you. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all be easy. Peace.